Yo, what is up, guys? It is Simmons back with another video. Today's video is going to be about how to rotate in the new game Rematch. So, guys, before we get into this one, be sure to leave a like. Um, you know, I've been playing a lot of this game recently, and this is really just going to help everyone out. Um, so, before we hit the pitch, uh, we're going to start with a more tactical overview of the game, okay, guys? So, once we get in here, now this is our usual tactical setup, okay? So, we're starting from the kickoff, all right? Um, balls, ball's gonna come back to the goalie here. Now, we've got a few options here. So, naturally, this other team is gonna get sucked in by the ball on that back pass. Something I like to do here, I want the striker to immediately go towards goal. You know, if this center back on the other team overcommits here, we've got all this space to work with. Keeper can just lob one over the top, and we got a shot on goal. One of these side players, you know, these guys really got to be aware of what's happening. Okay, obviously these guys are going to push up onto these guys. This guy might stick here. Okay, but they got to be scanning. I always want freaking one of these guys to be coming short. Okay, so one of these guys coming short and the other goes long. Okay, create that imbalance. We talk about in football. We talk about the skew of the midfield. Okay, so see that skew there. Yeah, okay. Get rid of that. So we talk about the skew of the midfield, okay? Now, let's go back to the kickoff start. So we obviously have space here. Now, it's very important not to overcommit. As a principle, one player should always be back. So this is where we start to get into the triangles, and the triangles are so crucial to the game, okay, guys? As a general rule, you always want to have a triangle between your three, okay? Now, the great thing here, it's fluid. We call it liquid football, okay? So let's get a scenario here. Defender's got the ball. Now, who commits here? Okay. The one should hit the side player here. The three will press, and he'll move into this space here. You see the triangle shifted a bit more now. Okay? That triangle's shifted, right? And if he plays here, you know, play here, or if he plays a long ball through, right? Catches this side player off guard. He gets through here. We're rotating, okay? We're rotating. You got that? We're keeping the triangle here, okay? And we're rotating. So let's just reset. Okay? So kickoff. Now, what's most important here is you got to be just as good off ball as you are with ball. I'd argue that being good off ball is more important than being good on the ball. So let's play a scenario here, okay? Kickoff back to goalie. The three is going to push up here. Now, these side players would normally be tempted just to, you know, get to these men here, but this leaves the imbalance of the triangle, okay? From where these guys are starting out, we need them to get a little bit more central to congest and just constrict this midfield, okay? So these guys need to be coming in here. Now, this goalie still has two options, right? So he can either play it there or there. The important thing about this triangle here, it can see what's in front of it, all right? So the beauty of it, imagine there's a cone, right, of vision that each player has. So we'll go with that, for example. The 3 here, he can't see much. He's only on the goalie. But here, the 2, from this position, more congested, everything he can see is in front of him, right? So if he was up here, for example, he can't see the 3, he can't see the 1, he can only see the 2 and maybe the keeper, right? So this is why it's okay to give your opponent space. We don't need to be pressing here, right? It's important to keep the shape. I'll draw these lines as because this is another great way to look at the game. Okay, thirds. This might make it more simple for some of you guys, but as a general rule, you don't want more than 2 players in a third at a given time. Okay, and where the ball is on the field is going to dictate how you're acting here. So let's get rid of all these lines. And let's draw up the thirds. Okay, so we got the defensive third, the midfield third, and the attacking third, right? So, you know, we could have possession here in the attacking third. Could have possession here in the attacking third. They might have everyone in their defensive third trying to win this ball back. But this number 2, I want him sitting in the midfield, just in case there's any clearances that come out. You know, it's very easy in this game, right, to get sucked in. Everyone's eager to score in this game, but you got to have the discipline to play this game properly, okay? You know, a quick turnover here, a launch up the field, they're throwing goal, right? And it's so hard to get back because another principle of the game, the ball moves faster than the player. And that's something you should always be keeping in mind as well. The ball moves faster than the player, right? So that's why, again, this triangle is so important. Another thing to remember, too, if the 2 here gets sucked in a little bit too much, yeah, sure, this is a triangle, but you know, it's so flat and spread out. There's no dynamism in the triangle here, okay? The last player back has to stay disciplined, you know? And now we now that we got those principles out of the way, we can get more into rotations and how they work. So what's interesting about 4s, we'll get onto 5s in a minute here. The goalie can become an outfield player, right? So let's say they have the ball on the wing here. They've got numbers. The 1 goes over to press. Maybe the 1 gets rainbow flicked. He's out of the play. The 2 might be marking a 3. Usually it would be sensible for the 2 to come over here and challenge that ball. But sometimes, say he takes a big touch here, the goalie can come out and then the 2 can rotate in behind, okay? Rotate in behind. I've drawn that the wrong way, so we'll redraw it here. Rotate in behind. Once he gets behind the goalkeeper here, he's going to become the goalie, right? So 4 is challenging for the ball, 2's become the goalkeeper. Now, what does the 3 do here? Obviously, number 1's working back towards the goal. The 3 needs to get into this space, okay? And before I say it, you guys are going to see it again here. The triangle. We got a defensive triangle now, right? And the idea is that once they get past a man, we'll go back a step. We'll go back a step. So the 1-on-1, the 1 gets beaten, he's out of the play. And then he's running at the 4, okay? The principles of defense in this game, the 4 comes to contain the space to lock him down. And here is where I need the 1 to rotate in behind as a second man coverage, okay? The 4 might be forcing him, you know, to the wing here, right? The 1 has to tuck in in behind the 4, but also in the way of the goal, right? So instead of the one getting beaten, we'll get rid of this here. Instead of the one getting beaten here and just immediately running this way, that doesn't add anything. Because think about it. You've got all this unprotected space here that all it takes is for this 4 to get beaten, and he's got a clear shot on goal, right? That's why when you get beaten in this game, you tuck in correctly. We'll draw it up for you here. Yeah, there we go. He's got to draw a line like this. So the 1 tucks in behind, offers a second man coverage, okay? That way, if the 4 gets beaten, the 1 can clean it up, and we got possession of the ball. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's get over to the game. Okay? So now that we're on the pitch, what I want everyone to practice here in the practice arena, let's just get comfortable in the defensive third, okay? Everyone's worried about the attacking third, but let's just get comfortable in the defensive third here. And there's some settings that I want you guys to look at as well. These have made a huge difference to my play. You can see more of the pitch. So if we reset this to default, you're going to notice the field of view has changed. So first thing I want you guys to do is turn that FOV up to 90. You see that difference? You're seeing at least 20% more of the field here. That means you're seeing 20% more of the ball, 20% more of your teammates. That's going to be huge. Camera shake, we want to turn that down. I'm on controller, so we want the camera speed max. Speed boost, yeah, we want that as well. Now look, once we get into game here, we're able to move so quick now, right? Because as we're playing the game, we want to be looking around the field to see what we're doing. Because it's so important in this game to know what's around you rather than what's just in front of you, right? And my first drill here, we're just going to get comfortable in the defensive third. So we're going to dribble to this line, and we're going to dribble over here too. Just get used to knowing, you know, the areas of the pitch, how much space you have around you. And we're going to progress it up into midfield here. Right. So when you're playing online, a lot of your teammates are going to be, you know, very selfish. So when we're playing online, as a general principle, just stay disciplined and composed. Just sit on halfway. If your team's, you know, up there in the attack, just offer support in that middle third that we talked about. You know, just sit. I don't want you going further forward than here, okay? Just offer that defensive support to your attack. You know, if they're going to clear out, you can get there, you can steal it. There's so much stuff we can do here, and that's a goal. So enough talk. Let's get into a game. We'll go 4v4. The 5v5 video might be dropping tomorrow, so we'll have to hold out for that one. But let's get into the game. Let's take those principles we learned earlier, and let's see what we can do. So, guys, if you've liked the video so far, be sure to leave a like. Hoping to make a bunch of these videos for you guys over the beta weekend, and when the game eventually releases in June. This game's been really fun so far, and let's just start getting the tactics going. So leave a like, leave a comment if you're liking it so far. This is really loud. There we go. Alright, I'm goalie. I gotta turn this audio down a little. So look, we got a good shape here. We're getting a little bit too flat there. Look, all right. Good rotate from Poseidon. He keeps the triangle consistent. He gets beaten there. We got to make a save here. Oh yeah. Throw it out to Snake S. Oh, good ball. Good pass. Let's see what Snake S can do. Oh, he's flicked him. I'm a bit out of shape here. Now another tip, guys, be looking at the minimap because that's going to be helping us here. And listen to your teammates' call. That's a great pass from me. Oh, almost a great finish there. Now, look at how I'm keeping the shape here. The triangle's in front of me. I see the field of view. And we force him into a bad pass. Now look, the rotate. The triangle's inverted. Keeper's got that. Good ball down the line. And look, we're going to stay in the middle third here. We're not going to overcommit. Oh, and it's a goal. Let's go. Top Shagger with the great pass. Poseidon with a good finish. Now guys, it can be very easy to get sucked in on the kickoff. You see how I'm keeping that cone of vision in the bottom right there on the mini-map. I want to be able to see my players. I've been killed there. Ref. Where's the pen? I gotta rotate inside here. I know I've got the man to the left of me. Gotta call it. Ooh, he got there. Almost got it. Now I'm gonna let my teammates run through here. Oh, that's a finish. Look at that. And notice on that play, I let my teammates both run through. I stayed in the middle third. We created the triangle. Now their kickoff here. We're gonna push. We're gonna stay back. See, I checked the mini map. I saw my teammates. Saw my teammates both running through, and I knew that I couldn't commit there. Otherwise, it would have been too flat. Let's see what the goalie does. Oh, he's fucked it. So is he. That guy didn't pass. Let's get back. Oh, good save. Let's keep the shape. Let's mark the man. Bit wide there on the shot. Oh, that would have been cold. Look at that. Good rotate, good positional play, good tackle. To me. Decent pass. Can he bury it? Being cleaned up. Let's drop back. We're keeping good shape here. I'm being real disciplined with how I'm playing. I'm gonna tuck inside here. Oh, great pass. Gonna drop back. Just let him cook. Good ball to a Poseidon. Oh, goal! And the assist. Vamos, guys. Great pass. And they... Oh, good finish. Keeper had no chance. On the right this time. We're not going to commit too far forward here. We're going to tuck in. We missed it. Oh, fuck. Good job. I'll stay keeper. I'll stay keeper. He'll rotate back.
To me. Cross it. Cross it.
That's no good. Let's haul ass. Get back. Oh, good save.
Square it. Cross it. Down the line.
Had a shot there. Mock the man. Oh no! Yeah, he's killed us there. Rainbow flick both of us. Let's not watch that one. Skip. Oh yeah, he got us. 3-1. We're in goals. Now, we can run down the clock here. Throw it out to our man. Let's back him up here. Oh, they're gonna score. Oh yeah, nice stuff. And that's how we do it. Absolutely elite play there. 1 assist. Let's check the stats. 1 assist, 4 passes, 2 interceptions. Pretty good game. Now, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. I hope you guys learned a little something about the game. Be sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned for more Rematch content.